Welcome to my YouTube channel. So students, last class we have discussed about Newton first law of motion and law of inertia, and today we are going to discuss Newton's second law of motion, and this is very important part of three Newton laws of motion. And here we start. So before starting the Newton's second law of motion, students, we should know about momentum. Okay, so what is momentum is that actually in the common language it is the power of motion. Actually it is the power of motion of an object. Okay, so that is, this power can be obtained by multiplying the mass of that object and the velocity of the object. That is, the product of mass and velocity of an object is called its momentum. Okay, so it is denoted by a letter P. Okay, as from the definition we have the momentum m equal to mass into velocity, or p equal to momentum equal to m into v. Okay, so you should remember momentum equal to mass into velocity. So in this case what happens, you should know, suppose an object of mass m is moving in a particular path or straight path. At that time the initial velocity of that object was u, and when after a time t the velocity changed to v. Okay, the same object of having mass m here also. So in this case what is the momentum? So what is momentum? The product of mass and its velocity. So your initial velocity, so here we will get a initial momentum, that is initial momentum equal to mass into initial velocity, that means mu. Okay, mass into velocity, and here also uh, mass into velocity, that means initial mass into final velocity. So it is final momentum. Clear? So here we should know about the SI unit of momentum, as from the definition mass m kg and velocity meter per second. So the SI unit of momentum will be kg meter per second. And one more thing, it has both the direction and the magnitude. So moving to the next, the statement, the main statement of Newton's second law of motion. So here we have, according to Newton's second law of motion, the rate of change of momentum of an object is proportional to the applied unbalanced force, and that force is in that motion is in the direction of the force. Wherever the greater force, the direction of that motion will be in that particular direction. So what is this? The rate of change of momentum. Okay, rate means per unit time, change of momentum. So from here we can say change of momentum, here initial momentum mu and final momentum mv. Clear? So rate change in momentum means change in momentum, final momentum minus initial momentum. Clear? This is change in momentum, and if it is divided by time t, that is called rate of change in momentum. That's very easy. So according to Newton's second law of motion, the rate of change of momentum of an object is proportional to the applied and unbalanced force, and that is in the direction of force. Now very often we can see, state the Newton's second law of motion and prove that F equal to ma. Clear? This is very important question for you. In every exam this question have been asked, so I hope you will watch this very clearly. So here, to prove this, we have taken an object m of mass m, and it is moving with the initial velocity, suppose. Okay, and then meanwhile if I apply the force here, if force is applied here, then due to this force this object will move to this direction. Or you can simply consider that this object is at rest of mass m, where the initial velocity is f, and when I'm applied a force, that means when I give a push, the object change the distance, or it will change the position or displaced, and at that time the final velocity of that particular object will be v. Clear? So let us consider an object of mass m is moving along a straight line with the initial velocity u, if force F is applied here, then after time t, it is not mentioned here after time t, the final velocity of the object changes to v. Clear? It's very simple. I have taken an object, suppose a stone of mass m, having initial velocity u, and when I applied a force F here, then this object, due to this application of force, it will change the position. Okay, at the same time it is accelerated with this final velocity v also, you can say. So in this case, as we have discussed earlier here, so in this case, what is the initial momentum? Very clear. Initial momentum, mass into velocity. Okay, what is the final momentum? Mass into velocity. So here initial momentum, mass into initial velocity, final momentum, mass into final velocity. What is the change in momentum? Always to find the change in momentum or change in velocity, final momentum minus initial momentum. Clear? Final minus initial, that means final P2 minus initial P1. Clear? It is written here minus this one. It is change in momentum, like earlier, change in momentum. Okay, it is change in momentum. So if this is change in momentum, I already explained how to find the rate of change in momentum. So if the change in momentum is divided by time taken, then that is what called rate of change in momentum or rate of change of momentum. Clear? Rate means actually per unit time, means the change of momentum is divided by time t, then this is what called change in momentum. Suppose the rate of change in momentum, we have given equation number 1. Okay, it is equation number 1. The value of rate of change of momentum is equal to mv minus me by t. Now again, let's recall the Newton's second law of motion. According to Newton's second law of motion, the rate of change of momentum, is it same? Rate of change of momentum, yeah, rate of change of momentum of an object, yeah, is proportional to the applied unbalanced force. This is equal to, then this is equal to F. In this place, in place of rate of change of momentum, it is proportional to, it is equivalent to F. Okay, so that is why we have written here, according to Newton's second law of motion, we have this, that is in from equation 1, in this part, if I put F, and according to this, it is a proportional, this is called proportional symbol. Okay, it is F is proportional to this change in rate of change in momentum. And if we solve this, m you can take common. Taking this m common from both, we have m to v minus u by t. Again, v minus u by t equal to what? Change in rate of change of velocity. A equal to what? Rate of change of velocity. So in place of v minus u by t, we have just put a acceleration. Rate of change of velocity means what? It is acceleration. Now here, to remove this proportional symbol, value of k is in place of proportionality, it is given equal, and a constant of proportion k is given here. What is k here? K is the constant of proportionality. Clear? And suppose you have given this equation number 2. Now our aim is to find out what? F equal to ma. So for when in that object 1 unit force, not Newton, if 1 unit force applied, or if the acceleration is 1 meter per second square, and if the mass of the body is 1 kg, that means for 1 kg object, if force is 1 unit and acceleration will be 1 meter per second square, then using this value in the equation, we get, putting in this equation, we will get a F, means what? 1. F equal to 1. K we do not know. M equal to 1 kg, 1. A equal to 1 meter per second square. So using the value of F, m and a we have a equal to k into 1 into dot means into, okay, don't get confusion. It is a k, okay, k into 1 is k and k equal to what, 1. So again putting k equal to 1 in equation 2 here, putting k equal to 1 in equation 2 we get a, here it is put the value of k 1 into ma is ma, so here we have got a f equal to ma. Clear? So this is what we have proved the Newton's second law of motion. If still any doubt you can ask me in my personal WhatsApp account. So with this I will end up my video. Thank you.